If you were given all the resources to start working as an entrepreneur at home, would you? Do you think you would be successful if you were given the proper training and tools? Hi everybody, my name is Donna Irvin and welcome back to my Big Tip Friday. And I'm sure you've heard the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? And look, humor me for a moment here, guys, okay? Because I'm going to explain this. You're probably looking at me going, yeah, okay, what the heck are you talking about again, Donna? Well, if someone is thirsty, okay, all you have to do is go over to your sink, grab a glass of water, and drink it, right? Pretty simple. I mean, it's a no-brainer, duh. But the thing is, what if you just sit there and you look at the water, but you never take a drink? Obviously, over time, in a couple days, you're going to become dehydrated and you're probably going to die of thirst. Now, I know that's pretty crazy and I mean, it's pretty nuts, right? I mean, why on earth would you go get yourself a water and just stand there and not drink it? I mean, that's just insane. Believe it or not, the same thing, the same concept can be applied as entrepreneurs, especially newbies, guys. And you're probably asking, well, how is that possible? I mean, how is this even related? And the thing is, very oftentimes, beginner and newbie entrepreneurs are very, very thirsty. They are looking for opportunity. They're looking for a way to make an income, and they're just thirsty, ready to absorb anything and everything they can find, right? To start building a business. But and a lot of the times, you know, they cannot wait to get started. I mean, they're like so excited. But oftentimes when they finally are presented with all the resources, all the training, everything is in front of them, ready for them to get started, and they have all the support necessary, but then all they do is just sit there. They don't do anything with the information. They don't do anything with the training. It's kind of like they never take a drink to quench that thirst. And eventually, they're like, you know, someone not drinking water, eventually they're going to die of thirst. And the same thing happens with somebody starting out as an entrepreneur. Eventually they're going to die because they're going to die of thirst, and everything at that point is going to become bitter tasting to them. And that's why you see a lot of people that end up saying, oh, well, it doesn't work, this is a scam, blah, blah, blah. It's because they let themselves die of thirst, even though everything was right there in front of them. So they've got to learn to take that first drink of water. Now, you got to remember too, even though somebody may have all the resources there, everything available to them at their disposal, it is in other words, your responsibility to take that first drink. It doesn't matter if I gave you every resource available to help you become an entrepreneur, and you just sat there and don't even want to take responsibility to even take a drink. Guess what? You're not going to be successful, and there's nothing I can do to help you at that point. I led you to the water, but you have to learn to take that drink. Okay, I cannot make you do that. So the biggest reason why people don't take that first step is very simple, but very difficult to deal with, and that's fear, okay? Fear can hold us back to the point of just making us stop dead in our tracks. It can just, like deer in the headlights moment, you're standing there and all of a sudden you see the truck coming at you and you don't move, okay? It's kind of what happens, just that fear takes hold. And it's kind of like dying of thirst, really, in a way. And the fear can drain all the life out of you. So you can't, and for a lot of people, they can't get past that fear, all right? They don't really know how to do that. So I'm going to give you some mindset tips today that are going to help you a little bit, kind of be thinking about it and help yourself get over that fear so you can start quenching your thirst and getting that drink of water that you need to get started for your business. So number one, okay, and these are really in no particular order, but number one is adopt a growth mindset. And if you've ever seen my past videos and you've been keeping up with my Big Tip Fridays, I went through an episode about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. And I'm not going to go through that right now on this video, but people who decide to not give up when things become hard, instead they find ways to adopt and work harder to achieve their goals. That's more of having a growth mindset, okay? Where if you're stuck in that fear and you let it overtake your life, that's kind of like a fixed mindset, okay? So we want to adopt a growth mindset. And you want to believe that you're capable of doing this. You can do it, guys. You just got to get yourself to that point to taking action. And number two is remember the big picture, okay? Like I had talked about on the goal setting thing about your big picture goals, you want to remember your bigger vision for your life. You want to step back and think, okay, what is my bigger vision for what I want to do? What do I want to achieve? Okay. And your business, do that both in your life and your business. And that can actually help you get out of that comfort zone that we all love to be in, right? And get us out there and get us exposed to what we really need to do. And it reconnects you to your why. Why on earth do you want to become an entrepreneur to begin with? Okay, and don't say just money. I mean, really, guys, think about it. Get connected with your bigger vision, okay, your bigger picture. It's bigger than you, all right? So that's another way to kind of really look at this. And number three would be, whatever you do, take a bold, even if it's just one bold single step forward, okay, in the direction of your goals and dreams. In other words, taking action, right? And that should be number one, really, this is the quickest and most effective way to overcome your fear and prove to yourself that you can do it, is by taking just one simple, bold step forward. And then once you've done that, then you can take your next step and your next step and your next step. And then after a while, it's just going to start to snowball, okay? And it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It's just simple steps that you can take to move forward. Like, for example, sending one email out, making that one phone call to a potential customer or client, pitching one idea, okay? Making content for your social media, maybe like one piece of content for your social media. Just something that you can take in baby steps, okay? Because that's the key to the bigger picture, right? Is baby steps first. And number 4 would be writing a list of all the things you stand to gain, okay? To gain after going for your goals and dreams. What are you going to gain when you start accomplishing this goal and that goal? And, start thinking of that. Get out a piece of paper and write it down. Are you going to have feelings of satisfaction? Maybe you're going to feel fulfillment when you accomplish a goal or dream. And wow, it's kind of getting windy today here. Be of service to others. That's the big thing. Be of service to others and make an impression on others. Self-growth. I mean, what are you going to gain from all this? All right. Like the feeling you get when you know you've done your very best. If you know and that you've done your very best in something, and you start to feel differently. You start to feel that fulfillment. So really think about, what do you have to gain by accomplishing your specific goals and dreams, all right? And once you develop that habit, you just take one simple step, like I said, one action per day with success, and you can keep stacking more and more actions on top of one. As you get used to doing that, you can kind of just take more and more, and it'll become automatic. I mean, that's the funny thing about it, is you sit there and go, well, one single step a day isn't really going to get me anywhere. But the thing is, it will. Okay. And it's going to kind of like be an automatic thing. You're going to look back and go, wow, I really didn't think that I was taking this much action. So it's going to be like second nature once you get used to that. But again, you and only you can make that choice. It's not, it's not the responsibility of your upline. It's not the responsibility of your mentor. It's not the responsibility of your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your signet, whatever. It's not anybody else's responsibility but yours, okay? They can lead you all day to the water, but if you're not going to take a drink, then, I guess you're going to die of thirst. I mean, I don't know what else to say, guys. So which one do you want to be? Do you want to be a successful entrepreneur who takes action and go and get that drink of water to quench that thirst? Or are you just going to kind of sit on your butt and go, oh, I'm so thirsty, but I don't want to do this. Okay. It's your choice, guys. That's all I'm saying. Okay, guys. Well, I'm out of here. I hope this was at least a little helpful for you today. Stay tuned back again for my Big Tip Friday. And I love doing these videos for you guys. I try to choose various subjects that entrepreneurs and people in the beginning of the stages of entrepreneurship have challenges with. So if you have any ideas that you would like me to talk about, just feel free to give me a comment. Let me know, hey Donna, I'd really like you to talk about such and such. And if I don't know the answer with it, I will definitely research that for you and put up a video. Okay, so let me know if this has been helpful, and I will talk to you guys next week. I hope you have a good weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.